The plumbing room is the heart of the building. That's where everything comes from. You have different water systems. Plumbing, domestic hot and cold water, that could be your standard inert, and the specialty water, it's like your nerves. So everything is birthed out of there. 2011, when we came across GF, it changed the game. As a designer and as an engineer for me.
The AquaTap faucets were designed by Wylie Engineers for installation at the Ralph O'Connor building at Rice University, basically due to the requirements of the facility to lessen the dead legs within the DI piping system. Dead legs form when there are drops off the main loops running through each floor. Water remains stagnant until a faucet is turned on. That stagnant water can lead to contaminants or problems with the RO DI water system in any facility.
How the system works and the AquaTap fitting and the diverter fitting and that pressure differential that it creates in between to make this recirculation work. The system works off velocity, and so the piping can actually become smaller. So there's some savings in that, and you don't have to serpentine. And you can have multiple fixtures, up to 3 or 4, I believe, off of one fitting, as long as it doesn't exceed 50 feet. So there's all these advantages.
By installing the AquaTap faucet with its inline flow diverter in the loop, there are no chances for any buildup or any stagnant dead legs, as they don't exist. We have over 200 faucets installed with IFD control within that facility.
Doing the research to actually ensure that the owner or the tenant was getting the actual water quality that he's paying for. When we came across the system, it was just a no-brainer. It was just simple and it works, and it was such a great technology.
The protocols of most facilities are that whenever a faucet is open, they run a certain amount of water to ensure that any of that dead leg flow isn't used in the experiments that they may be doing in the labs themselves. Doing that wastes water that they're paying for in a way because it's processed in a DI system. Within the mechanical room, the number of pipes and valves involved is pretty extensive. And then from there, the loops are fed through what they call risers up through the building, and then individually to each floor. Fuseal piping is also used within the facility on a special waste side. So we have our PROGEF, our AquaTap, and IFD delivering the DI water, and then collecting the waste from all the labs, we have our Fuseal piping system.
I've stuck with this type of piping system since we found it. And of course, the service behind it and the response that we get. And I gotta say, I don't think we've ever needed to troubleshoot anything. It's just installed it. GF has been very proactive with us, and they follow up, and any questions we have, it's answered, directed, done, fixed.
GF Industrial Group not only catalogs and sells most of the material you see within the O'Connor facility, we also work behind the scenes, early stages of design development, with firms like Wylie Engineers and others around the country.
We used it in one of our first big labs and no issues, and basically every other lab, that's the first thing that we proposed. This is the best system that I personally have come across. I don't know of any other piping system that works as efficient as this system does.